G'day guys, welcome back to the Aussie Gooner channel, and it is that time again. Match day preview. Bournemouth, Arsenal at the Vitality. Both teams coming in for three. And now Arsenal. Are Arsenal going to come in and make it 3 from 3? Get themselves 3? Or is it going to be Bournemouth who are going to throw a spanner in the works, fuck up this run that we're on, and bring us down a notch? Who knows? But look, before I get into it, guys, big up everybody, big up everyone who's subscribed to the channel, who's been commenting, sharing, liking. I really appreciate it. The comments are massive, are great for me. I love the comments because we can go back and forth and chit-chat about football, and that's what all this is about. I just want to talk about football and get your fucking ideas on the game and what could be happening at the Vitality. Fuck a win. You know what I mean? I hope it's a fucking win. And look, I want to big up Football Capital. I want to big up Warren's Team Talk. These two channels, wonderful. You'll see him on the Capital from time to time. And Warren, you know what? You'll see him putting up some great content from time to time. Last but not least, do you see what I see? That O2 kit. That O2 kit was a fucking MIA motherfucker in my collection. I couldn't find this prick anywhere. But you know what? In a league of its own on Instagram, came to the fucking rescue. This man, he went here, there, everywhere. He's based in Australia, found me this motherfucker in New fucking Zealand. Straight from Kiwi land to me. Now, what I'm going to ask you is, can you guess who's on the back? Can you guess who's on the back? Comment below, who the fuck is on the back? Football Capital, shut the fuck up. Don't say shit. Yeah, I'll delete your comments, cunt. And look, big up to him. I'm going to leave his link below on Instagram. Check him out for any classic football merch. It doesn't have to be Arsenal. Can be Man United. Can be Liverpool. Can be anything you're looking for. Knock on his door. Trust me, the guy's a fucking gentleman. Moving on, guys. Moving on. Arsenal, Bournemouth. Now, Bournemouth, let's be honest, they haven't had the worst start to the season. They haven't had the best start to the season. But to be perfectly honest, Bournemouth are a team that we can't take lightly. We can't take any team lightly in the Premier League. Let's be honest. They've come across, they've played against Manchester City, picked up a fucking big L there. And most teams will pick up a big L against Manchester City this season. They're no fucking easy team. They're a fucking, and these guys are fucking monsters at the moment. You know what I mean? Top heavy, fucking depth all over the place. They just grind the team down, and that's what they did to Bournemouth. But they've come in some decent form against Aston Villa. They recently beat Aston Villa, and you know what? That got them their 3 points, and propelled them up the ladder a little bit, give them a bit of a boost, Not in fucking the relegation battle anymore, but you know what? We need to be careful that they don't go across and try and maybe hinder our success in the league so far. We got to be smart because these guys are going to be coming in to just snatch a goal and sit back. I can honestly see them doing it. We need to hit the ground running from the fucking get-go. We can't take 20 minutes to get into the game. We did that against Leicester. We kind of did that a little bit. We didn't do that against Palace, but we died off after 20 minutes. We need to start taking the game to teams from the get-go, from the word go. Minute in, let's press these guys, because to be perfectly honest, if they can hit us, right? If they can hit us and get a goal early, we're fucked. They're going to sit back, relax, and fucking defend for their lives. And you know what? This is a team that can fucking get away with that. They'll poach that fucking those 3 points or one. They don't give a shit. A point is a point, end of the day. Now, look, Bournemouth themselves are playing that 3-4-2-1, right? We're going to be playing our remarkable 4-2-3-1. You know what I mean? And look, to be perfectly honest, it's going to be pretty much the same formation that we've played in the previous games. We're not going to change that much. Bournemouth themselves, they're in a bit of an injury crisis. Not massive, but you know what? Dominic Solanke picked up a bit of a niggle in their last game, and he's 50-50 for this game. What does that mean? That means they're going to have to go to their bench. And to be perfectly honest, they don't have really much on the bench. I mean, this is where Tavernier might have to come in and take up Solanke's position. Don't know. He's a young man, could be out there to prove something. You never know. Hungry, comes in, tries to score a goal against Arsenal. I don't know if he's got it in him. You know what? Our boys might. The two formations are a little bit different, guys. You know what I mean? Our formation compared to theirs is a little bit different. Of course, they're going in with 3 at the back, and I'm going to drop down the formations now, actually, so you guys can see their formation now is slightly different, yeah? Now, Bournemouth are playing the 3-4-2-1. Their strengths are going to be, again, in the midfield, trying to block it down and keep us in our own half, right? Now, the idea here is for us to hit them on the wings. Our problem here, right, is if we again, transition slow through the midfield, allow them too much time, Bournemouth are going to have an easy run on the ball. We can't allow that. We need the transitions in the midfield to be faster and snappier. It might mean Odegaard having to come back a little bit deeper, right, to support Partey and Xhaka, to allow free-flowing football, and not to sit in the middle of nowhere as he's been lately. You know what I mean? Inaccessible to both fucking winger and midfielder in many a case. He needs to start getting argy-bargy. Now, Bournemouth themselves, again, that formation they've got there, if they get an early goal, right, they might be playing 3 in the back, but they can shift 2 midfielders in there and play 5 in the back, and they'll do it. They'll fucking do it. They'll sit back and defend a 1-goal lead all the way up until the end. Now, let's be honest, we don't need that. We hit them on the front foot. That means they're going to have to commit going forward. Now, how are they going to commit going forward? Those 2 wingers that you see on the midfield are going to be bombing. Now, I don't think they're going to be bombing at the same time. That'd be fucking disastrous. But if one goes forward, I can definitely see openings for us. Now, I'm hoping that if they do decide to come forward, right? I'm just going to quickly hit this screen. You guys have seen it done and dusted. Yeah, I mean, if they do decide to come forward with their wingers, right? We can try and expose this with our strengths. Again, we're strong on the wings. This formation, right? If they can come at us, we can hit them on a counter real quick. And again, Martinelli, wonderful form. Jesus, wonderful form. Saka is a problem here. The right-hand side for Arsenal right now is looking a bit anemic. Not much creativity, not many goals, and teams are seeing this. Saka is not the Saka that we saw last season. The right-hand side is not as fluid as it was last season. What we need is for Saka to stop being predictable. Saka has got a tendency, and he had it last season, of coming up into the side of the box, in the corner of the box, and then second-guessing himself, sort of doing a little Raheem Sterling shuffle, right? Where Raheem Sterling would just dart off on the run, cut in. Bukayo Saka is hitting the brakes, not from putting a cross in, allowing the defenders to get back into position, and then putting a wayward pass into Odegaard or Ben White. We saw that against Leicester. Jesus was trying to clean that shit up. We can't have that here. I'm pretty sure Mikel Arteta is going to have a chat to Saka. If you're coming down that right-hand side, either you're putting a cross in, all right, or you're cutting in. Ben White, on the other hand, I don't think is a kind of player who can come down the right-hand side, right, and overlap fucking Martinelli and do something where it's going to be dangerous in attack. He's not that kind of defender. He isn't. He's a centre-back that we're playing at right-back. He's out of position, plain and simple. So Bukayo Saka is not going to get much help from Ben White. Now, I know people are going to yell out to say, why don't we play Cedric Suarez? Yeah, it's a good shout. He's really good going forward. Fucking horrible coming back. So it's up to you guys. What do you want? Suarez on the back instead of Ben White? Or Ben White on the back? Up to you. Tell me what you think. Suarez would help us going forward. Better on a free kick as well. Decent on a cross. But defensively, we all know what happens there. I don't know. For me, I'd probably rather Ben White there just to solidify the backs. Zinchenko, he's going to be on the left-hand side. His partnership with Xhaka and switching positions, of course, pivoting, right? He's going to be key to this game. Now, the only thing is I don't want to see Xhaka on the left-hand side too long. I think it's going to be where he gets exposed in this game. You know what I mean? I don't mind that partnership of them switching up from time to time, but I don't want him to be sitting at left back for too long because they'll stretch him. And you know what Xhaka will do if he's been outrun? He's probably going to pull on a shirt, give him a bit of a tug, maybe get himself a yellow, and then we're in car trouble. Hope Xhaka has a decent game in this one, but you never fucking know. You know, last game you had was fucking phenomenal. Hope this one can be much of the same. Thomas Partey needs to do much of the same in this game and really hold that midfield. He's been an anchor in midfield. We need very much of the same. Odegaard needs to come maybe a little bit further back and look, I know as an attacking mid you want him further forward, but I think the problem is because he's so far forward, he's not being as effective. I think if he comes back and closer to his midfielders and tries to play off Thomas Partey or Granit Xhaka, he's going to be that much more effective. I think going out too far and going and jumping too far forward, he's getting too much in the mix. The defenders are going all over him and pressing him. He hasn't got the muscle. He can't fight off these defenders. And every time he goes into a one-on-one, when it's muscle on muscle, this guy's hitting the deck or losing the ball. You know what I mean? So I think we're going to have to use him as like a lamppost. You know what I mean? Boom, bang, and further forward. I don't think we're going to get much more of him. But Odegaard in this game needs to show up. Odegaard and Saka in this game are key to this game going forward. We need these two guys to show up and really fucking hit the ground running. Hate to say it, but these two guys this season have been below par, subpar. Really, it's been pretty dismal in my opinion. You guys tell me what you guys think. I don't think either one of them have been in great form. Now, the formation and the teams, I don't think are going to change too much. I think Bournemouth, of course, might not have Solanke. But I think Arsenal will have the same starting lineup that we had against Leicester. Now, the good thing about this is that we've got ESR, who's coming back out of injury. Now, this could help us with the Odegaard scenario. Bring in ESR for Odegaard. Tell me what you think. Would ESR be a good fit for a substitution for Odegaard, say in the 60th? Or would he be better on the right wing for Saka? My opinion is that he's better off in the middle of the park. I don't think he's going to do great on the right-hand side. I just don't think he's a winger. That's just my opinion. I think he's a number 10. What do you do? And the other big deal is Fabio Vieira might be ready for selection. Now, we might see Fabio come in again, 60th or 65th minute. Now, he could come onto the right-hand side, or he can come into the middle of the park. Now, this allows us for options, guys. You know what I mean? If these two boys are ready to rumble, if Odegaard's not looking flash and Saka's not looking flash, we can make 2 changes, right? And maybe change up the game. Add a little bit more of a dynamic to the game. Because you know when it goes dead, we're looking for Odegaard to just mess at Urzulus or something, and he's just not doing it. And Saka, if he becomes predictable by the 60th minute, he's got to sit on his ass. Plain and simple. At the moment, it doesn't seem like he's got any sort of and it's the same with Odegaard. He hasn't got much fucking competition for his position, right? So that means if he has a wayward game, he knows he's going to start in the next one. I think if he's put on his ass in the 60th, it's like, well, mate, you're not offering anything on that right-hand side. This game, I think, is going to be a tough one. Depends how Arsenal start this game. We need to go on the front foot. We need to hit them early. If we hit them early, Bournemouth will open up. If Bournemouth are hit early, they open up, this game could be massive. We could go 3-1 in this, right? But I have a feeling that it's going to be a little bit tighter, and I'm going to predict that this game is going to go simply as a 2-1 to Arsenal. And only because I think Bournemouth won't be that stupid and cocky to go too far forward, knowing that Arsenal going forward lately have been pretty good. Gabriel Jesus and Gabriel Martinelli really fucking wreaking havoc. And for God's sake, Granit Xhaka getting himself a fucking goal. Whoop-de-fucking-do, eh? Now, you guys tell me what you think. Do you think it's going to be 2-1? Do you think it's going to be 3-1? Do you think Bournemouth can come out with a win? What do you guys reckon? Seriously. I think the goal scorer for fucking Bournemouth is going to be more. I think it's going to be their striker. Yeah? Hopefully not from a set piece because we've been doing well there, but I think they will get a goal on us. And I think the reason why my opinion is that they're going to get a goal on us is because I think our boy Aaron Ramsdale has been a bit shaky lately. He hasn't been that Aaron Ramsdale with that's been solid and strong. I think his near post dilemma, he's cost us a few goals. Now, I know pretty much a lot of these strikers, and we're looking and seeing him at the near post being a weakness. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping he's going to be working on that. And some of his decision-making, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to hoof that fucking shit up the field, and this guy's fucking trying to play out the back. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking we might have a goal scored up against us. So, you know what? 2-1 to the Arsenal. I think we'll get 3 fucking points here. You guys tell me what you think. Do you think our formation should change? Do you think Suarez should come in? Do you think Suarez should come in for Ben White? Now, Kieran Tierney's a big shout, right? And I know a lot of people are going to say, what about Tierney? What about Tierney? I don't think we're going to be changing up from Zinchenko. I think Tierney's going to have to fight back to get into that position. I think it's also a good thing. I think Tierney needs a bit more time for recovery. I don't want to rush him back and then get him injured for 3 months. You know what I mean? Fuck this shit. Last thing I need is a fucking injured Tierney, 3 months out, and all I got is Zinchenko and no one else to fucking cover him. And then we're in left back trouble again. Fuck that. Right? So I think the best bet here is Kieran Tierney coming in for Zinchenko. Again, not in the 75th or 78th. It's going to be key in the 70th because Zinchenko gasses out by the 70th. You can see it. 65th, 70th minute, this guy's fucking gone. He's knackered. That'll be a great substitution to make. And then Tierney can continue the rest of the game. You never know. You know what I mean? This also allows him to get his fitness up. The right-hand side, Ben White, I think he's going to start. I don't think Suarez is going to start. I don't think Takehiro's ready to start either. I think he's still lingering a little bit here. He's not on pace. You know, last time I seen him on the pitch, he was slow, picking up a foul late on. He was only on for a few minutes and he got himself a yellow, tugging on shirts. I think Saliba and Gabriel is going to be key to our defence. These two guys, honestly, I think this is the partnership we're going to see throughout the rest of the season. And Saliba being right now in fucking some sublime form. Partey and Xhaka in the midfield. Hopefully they can continue their good run. Do you know what I mean? And the goal scorers, it's going to be Jesus and Gabriel Martinelli. Tell me who you think the goal scorers are going to be. I think it's Martinelli and Jesus again. I don't think Saka's going to get on the score sheet, but you know what? I'd be very happy if he does. Mainly because it'll boost his confidence and maybe get that hunger back. Because right now I think his head's dropped a little. What do? This is football. But Arsenal are going to come in and grab these 3 points and stay exactly where they are, perched up the top of the table, right behind Manchester City, unless they fucking flip up a little bit, and we see how we go. Guys, big up to yourselves. Thanks for checking out this preview. Yeah, I know it's a little bit late, but doing the best I can with what I got. Yeah, big up to you all. I hope Arsenal get this win. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you guys think. Predicted scores, your formations, your players on the pitch. Tell me what you want on the pitch. Tell me what you can see on the pitch. Yeah. But from the Ozaguna to everyone out here in Australia, yeah, Big up, everybody. It's Uru, guys. Fucking Uru.